Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Demon's Souls Remake. This time I'm going to show you how to get the spear Istarelle, which will grant you the trophy One of the Few. In order to get this spear, we need to go to Valley of Defilement, stage 1-1, and then we need to make sure we have pure white world tendency. If you are unfamiliar with how world tendency works, please check the video description for a link to my guide. It's a bit of a complicated subject, and if I covered it here, this video would be a lot longer. So you need pure white world tendency in order to do this. So starting off from 5-1, we want to just scale this sort of weird scaffolding. I'm going to show you the full way through. I'm not going to cut anything out, because this is a tough level. It's honestly the most aggravating world for me, just personally. I know some people who fly through this place, but I hate it. Okay, so killing these first two guys, we're going to assume that we have all the shortcuts open and all the bridges knocked down. So go ahead and fall down here onto this bridge. You can kill these guys if we like, just for safety. I didn't want to do this too many times, because the end portion of this is quite difficult. Alright, so once we're over here, we're going to kind of bait these guys to fall off while we wait for this big flame pole guy. Hit him once or twice to kill him, and then we're going to wait for these guys to fall. Alternatively, you could just run all the way through, but because we need to climb a ladder in a really precarious position, I don't like anything chasing me if I can help it. That's just me, though. Alright, so once everything's dead, we can come all the way down here. There's another flame pole guy here. Kill him. Drop some crescent moon grass, which is always helpful. Alright, there's a couple guys down here, so be careful. They may come up and just start slashing you. There's going to be another one just underneath the ladder on the bridge. Okay, so if you have spells, great time to use them. They're all sort of in a meat grinder there. Gorgeous. Alright, now that they're all dead, one may come across the bridge if you're unlucky. Yeah, there he is. Sometimes he gets stuck. Alright, so we're going to kill him. And then you just saw another guy drop into this hole. We're going to follow him. And then once we drop, we got to make sure that we don't get backstabbed, so be very careful here. Camera doesn't play nice when you're in these corners. It's kind of annoying. Alright, so once these guys are dead, we can ignore those two flame pole guys, and instead we're going to go onto this plank here, and we're going to fall off and drop down. There's two guys in this little, I wouldn't call it a garden, whatever it is, but they are gardening down there, and we're going to kill them. And then there's a few guys and a crystal lizard in this path here. This is also where the Holy Mace is, which is a great early game weapon. So we're going to kill these guys, and then if you're farming Marrowstone, there's a big balloon bug here. I think they're called giant ticks. Alright, so once we have those guys dead, there is a shortcut bridge that I had knocked down, and this brings us near the old woman vendor. I think she's the filthy old woman, I think she's called. She's the one who's complaining that she needs you to spend money so she could feed her baby that you never see. So she's right above here. But right here is a bunch of rats, and if these guys hit you, you're going to catch the plague. So you want to do whatever you got to do to get rid of all of them. Fireballs are especially effective because they take a lot of AoE damage. But a big sword or anything will do. They have a good chance of dropping Archstone shards. Okay, so just to sort of show you, this is where the filthy old woman sits, right here. So this is basically where you want to go if you don't have those shortcuts open. And in pure white world tendency, the change that happens is right here. So there is a ladder that will appear in this little alcove here. So you need pure white world tendency in order for this to happen. And then up here is a very long and difficult path. At the end, guarding the Istarelle are, I think, 4 of the really big dudes that just litter the end of 5-1. So there's 4 just grouped up. So you want to make sure you have some spells, or at the very least a bow and arrow, to aggro them and kite them out so you can fight them one-on-one. Otherwise, you're going to have a really difficult time with this. So as you can see, we're in really close quarters. These villagers just keep coming after us. Very careful when you're taking them out. Alright, cool. And then we're going to go across this bridge. There's a treasure there. But it's not actually against a wall. Instead, there's a really big dude here who's going to come after us on this bridge. Gotta be careful with him. Luckily, these are the 5-1 versions and not the 5-2 versions, so they are a lot weaker than the 5-2 versions. I wish that scaling was a bit more gradual. It seems like 5.1 to 5.2 is a pretty significant jump. All right, so once you have the Storied Warrior Soul, you want to head up this ramp here, and we're getting towards the end. Just keep heading up these ramps. Keep going, walk along the roof, head up this ramp, and you can see a bright white glowing orb, and that is Istarelle. So what we need to do now is we need to do our best to kite out these guys one at a time. This way we can just have a fair fight and not get, overwhelmed and ganged up on. So I recommend shooting the one on the right first. He will come down. You're in a pretty precarious position already because you're on this scaffolding and you can fall. And you won't die if you fall. As long as you're mashing circle, you shouldn't die. But it makes the camera sort of freak out a little bit. So you do want to be careful even when you're having these one-on-one fights. You want to aggro this second one here. He has a habit of turning around when you shoot him, so sometimes you can miss. All right, wait for him to come over. All right, once he's over here, just take him out. Don't roll towards him like I did. Try to roll to the side as best you can. I'm getting destroyed right now, so that's not good. Really thought I was going to die here. A couple of hits, he's down. We're going to heal back up. And then what we need to do is aggro another one. Oh, there's only 3. Sorry, I thought there was 4. My apologies. There's only 3. Okay. So, the third one is pretty easy to take on. You can just fight him out in the open. Alright, now we're going to remove the spear from the ground. And once you do, Istarelle will be added to your inventory, and you will get the trophy, one of the few. So again, this has to be done in pure White World tendency only. If you reach pure White World tendency and then change the tendency again to something else, whether it drops or not, the ladder should stay there. But I have heard reports of it going away. So once you get pure White World, go back to 5.1 in soul form and go through this. Don't take the chance. But that's it. That's how you get Istarelle. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Demon Souls Remake, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.